Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And we're underway. Lustig. Clayson cuts it out. Berg. Toivonen. He's had a shot! Goal! Sweden! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Sweden grab an early lead. Good start. Looking for space out wide. Lost. Could move up a gear here. Forsberg, and it's Toivonen. Lost. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Defender's on the back foot. He's made sure that that won't get through. Aimed long and direct. It's a fine run and he's gone for goal! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Has gone out. Toivonen has it out wide and in space. He's gone for it! That really should have hit the net.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Toivonen, a scorer already in the game.
Sweden have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Now it's Toivonen. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well played, he saw that coming. Gets it upfield. Kleisen. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Boots it to safety. Forsberg. There's the whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Forsberg gets it into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Out for a throw. Berg.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting. No, it's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
It's Toivonen! No mistake! And this is getting better and better. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he's going long. Corner then. Up for the header. It's there. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And it's Toivonen. Gets a good foot in there. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Forsberg. Could be thinking about a shot here. Out to the left it goes.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
And it's Toivonen. It's a loose ball. Oh, flags up.
He may have been caught offside, but Berg may have been born offside, but he'll continue playing on the shoulder of the last defender, I can tell you.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Nicely controlled.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And now they can launch a counter. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Over it comes. And that's been levered clear. Shakes the shoot. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Beautifully done. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Danger averted for now. And that will be the final act. Well, a full-blooded contest. Both teams had their moments, but they are beaten by the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
Many thanks to Jim. And with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
So it's away we go then. Tete. Straight run this, he's covered quite a distance. Lovely feet. Strootman floats one over. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
The Netherlands just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Van Dijk. Aqui. Memphis Depay. Oh, really good feet from him. Dinks one in. Boots it to safety. Away from immediate danger. Referee's given a throw. Bulgaria are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
And it's Strootman. Barball. And out to safety. Gets it back. Proper.
Well, we don't even need to look at the stats, do we, Peter? 0 attempts, 0 goals, and excitement, forget it.
Back into the middle. Clears it out of harm's way. Van Dijk tries to get it forward quickly. Blint. Proper. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And that's been won straight back, aimed long and direct. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Memphis Depay. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Now a chance to break. More than and he has been fouled there. That's sprayed out wide. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. In with a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Bulgaria can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Tries to stroke it through. Nicely measured pass. Can he score? The captain scores!
And as usual, the skipper has put a lot of effort and endeavour into that goal. It now provides a platform to take that fresh impetus into the second half and go on and try and win this contest.
However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
So, there is the half-time whistle. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
The start of another 45 minutes.
The Netherlands need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Gets it upfield. And it's Memphis Depay. Keeper goes long. Van Dijk does well there. Alert. Looking to break out here. Cuts it out. Tete. Played out to the right. Gets up to head it! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Dost simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Up to meet it! Gets good distance on it. On really good feet. Ake with the cross. And he just whacks it away. And now the breakaway. That is as far as they're going to go.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably caution.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. So we hope it's nothing serious. Gets a good foot in there. It's come loose. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Wijnaldum. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Danger averted for now. Memphis Depay. He's left his man. Goes for the... Heads it! It's in! They have come roaring back! Oh, the cross was inch perfect, and the header unerring.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Wijnaldum with a going for goal!
The Netherlands showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now. Well, with the introduction of such a tall lad now, we may well see a more predictable, lofty route forward, but it's still very hard to deal with that, you know, if they can affect it right.
Gets it back. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Memphis Depay taking charge of the dead ball. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Has got rid of that.
The Netherlands merit full marks for the...
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Is it in? That is wayward. Strickland. And it's Aqui. Memphis Depay pumps it into the area.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He's gone for it! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
Well, the goalkeeper would have helped to make his mind up on how he was going to finish it.
So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Bulgaria take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Shapes the shoots! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. The Netherlands probably deserved a share of this, but of course you don't always get what you deserve, and they're going to have to swallow a defeat. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
The Netherlands certainly didn't see this coming. They didn't even walk the walk, never mind talk the talk.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. France have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Well, we're on the way. Mbappe tries making a foray down the right. He's got away. Lovely bit of skill there. Philip. Has a pop! Goal! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
A quite dramatic opening, an early tale of the unexpected. Giroud battles to win it back. And it's Giroud. Griezmann. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Across the field it goes. Pushes it out wide. He's left his man. Crosses it in low. Mbappe plays a clever pass. Now it's Giroud going through, and the flag has stayed down. Giroud with a beautifully timed run. Hoists it high. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Lobs it in gently. Griezmann looking to get on the end. Griezmann is the guilty party there. Mbappe. Well weighted. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Griezmann plays it backwards. The shot's on! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Forward it goes. Help's available out wide. Just brushed off the ball there. Varane tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Griezmann. Giroud. Lamar tries to stroke it through. That'll be a throw-in. Aimed long and direct. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's got away. Pogba with the delivery. A spectacular effort! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So off we go once more.
France need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
And it's Giroud. Griezmann. Cleared without complication. Good ball.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Goalkeeper's ball. Aqui. Plays it out to the flank. Fekir. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
France are now matching their opponents blow for blow, despite the scoreline. No shrinking violets out there.
He's gone for it! And the ball's come loose. Danger averted for now.
France are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's been won straight back. He's had a look.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Sidibe could try cutting inside here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Aqui. Conte. COPA. And it's Mondi.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Mondi. Just 5 minutes left. France are running out of time to save themselves. Hits one! And the ball's come out! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away.
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Wherever you are on this most pleasant evening, there has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And that gets things running. Great challenge. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, good interception. Rodriguez. George. Rodriguez. Looking for space out wide. With a delicate ball. Gorgeous control there. Flings in with a header! Oh, not the best of headers. Driving on, a real charge here. Forward it goes. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Owen. And now they can launch a counter. He spotted the run and played him through. Oh, he's broken through. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. That is an adventurous run down the left-hand side.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Tries to dink it in. George. There's the whistle for half-time. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. How would you review the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the action is back underway.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Gets it back. And help's available out wide. Shoots! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Now the counter. Plays it out to the wing. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Just brushed off the ball there. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And it's got through. Aimed long and direct. Battles to win it back. There's going to be another change here. He's got options out wide. Can he finish? For goal! Tried the volley, but no.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The changes then in quick succession. Away from immediate danger. Forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Gets it upfield. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's picked him out. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Drives it towards the front. Hoists it high. And he's onside. Pushes it out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Goes for goal! And the follow-up! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
And that's that. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. We stand for the national anthem of Switzerland. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So that's got things underway. Barami. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Steered forward. And it's Seferovic. What a throw in. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Jamaili. He's got options out wide. That intervention was very necessary. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Ricardo Rodriguez.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Ricardo Rodriguez. Barami. Aimed long and direct. Shaqiri. He's got away. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Gets it back. Tries to stroke it through. Jamaili goes looking. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Seferovic. Play for a goal kick. Duda. Maximovic. Maximovic. Giroud. There is the half-time whistle. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Rodriguez with the short one. Xhaka shoots!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Looks to clip it forward. Jamaili. There's a long ball. Shaqiri gets it, and now can he score? In he goes again. He scores! And finally he has breathed life into the game. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Ricardo Rodriguez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
Pumps it into the area. Knocks it away. And it's Jamaili. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
He's in space and looking for options.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Deftly done. Fires from distance. That will sail harmlessly past. So the ball's gone out of play and a change is upcoming.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Switzerland can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Now it's Seferovic, looking to break out here. Jamaili plays it out to the flank. And that's sprayed out wide. Going through. Surely he scores! Lichtsteiner. Seferovic. Oh, the ball's come loose! Drilled in low. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. And that's been levered clear. And that's that. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Hungary have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there. João Mario. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's got through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And he just whacks it away. Bernardo Silva. Goes for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then. Portugal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva has a goal! That is wayward. João Mario. And it's Bernardo Silva. Either side really getting hold. Great leap! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And back to base. Bernardo Silva with a good steal, well played. Guerrero. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Mario threads one through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. It'll be a throw-in. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Great run on the overlap here. Look at the defender bombing forward. Jujak. William Carvalho with the slide tackle there. Bernardo Silva. Now the counter. Now it's João Mario. And it's Andre Silva. And we hit half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. Already up and running for the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Forward it goes. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? João Mario. Now it's Shalai. Shalai pushes it out wide. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
To the keeper and go again. João Mario. Here it comes. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got options out wide. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Aimed long and direct.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Andre Silva. Andre Silva. Guerrero crosses in a low one. And the counter is on. Help's available out wide.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Portugal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite.
Portugal merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Mario Rui. And here's the chance to counter. Battles to win it back. João Mario. Quaresma. He's got through. Andre Silva. Drilled in low. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, the keeper probably felt he could read that, but he's guessed completely wrongly. It's gone to the other side.
Portugal, and that is it. The referee has seen enough. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Hungary can be quite proud of themselves despite the result, and I'm pleased to listen to the applause they're receiving for a gutsy show.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch, too.
There's the whistle. He's got through. Breaks on here. He's got away. There's no flag. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Driving on, a real charge here. Shapes the shoots, and in again. Just off target.
He was totally wrong-footed, and all the keeper could do then was watch and hope.
Well played, he saw that coming. Out towards the flank. Nice one too. Crosses in a low one. And the finish! And it's a goal! Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Looks to clip it forward. Gets it back. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Get the better of his opposite number. Plays it out to the flank. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Danilo. And help's available out wide. It's come loose. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Gets into some space. Could move up a gear here. And that's been won straight back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Danilo. Going through. A real chance to break. Referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
Gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. He's in space and looking for options. He's left his man. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Going through. He just whacks it away. Up to meet it! Gets his foot in there. He's got options out wide. He's got away. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Now can he finish? The referee's awarded a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Lead. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Deftly done. He's left his man. Danger averted for now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
He's had a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's off on a marauding run. Played out to the right. Crunching tackle. No foul, says the referee.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now.
Goes for it! And the lead stays intact, just. Floats one over. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And out to safety. It's gone for a throw-in. Goes for the cross. Hits one! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Danilo. He's made certain that won't get through.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Looks to thread it through. Alex. Defender's on the back foot. He's got away. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball. And time is up. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten.
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes. The players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. The Nelson's Arena here is a remarkable stadium in many ways. It features a retractable pitch, a retractable roof, definitely one of the most modern arenas around. Norway braced for their anthem. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Germany. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
That's got things underway. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Goes for goal! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Massive leap! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Oh, he's not going to get that. Referee's given a throw. And it's El Abdullawi. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kimmich. Kadira. Tony Kroos. Draxler. Now it's Müller. Hits one! Goal! Germany! The breakthrough strike!
Germany are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Germany have an early lead. Good start. And it's Johansson. That's sprayed out wide. He's left his man. And a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gundogan. Johansson can hoist it clear. That's been won straight back. Gundogan. Now it's Muller. He's got options out wide, and he's onside. Lovely feet. Khedira, chance. Khedira showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Henriksen played into space out wide, and he's had a shot! Kroos knocks it away. Out to the left it goes. And he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Mesperzel. And it's Gundogan. Play for a throw. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Gets it upfield. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. The first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Germany having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're already back underway here.
Germany really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Receives it from behind.
Norway making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Cuts it out, going through. Gundogan. He can get that clear. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Henriksen.
Norway showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Could move up a gear here. Back into the middle. He's got away. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Over to the left. Draxler. by a lack of accuracy. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Going through. Towering header. In it goes. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Norway have decided now is the time to make their final change. Germany grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Müller unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hector. And it's got through. Draxler. Dashing forward at pace. Forward it goes. Royce. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's Royce. Mesut Ozil. Now it's Müller. He's found his man. King. And that will be the final act. Germany got away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. The Czech Republic braced for their anthem. Northern Ireland have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
And we're underway. Beautifully done. Schick displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stop.
Schick is on his own, looking to force his way through. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Lafferty into a good position down the right. Got a shot away! And that's off target.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Crunching tackle. Could cross it here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Suchi.
The Czech Republic have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Played back in. Boots it to safety. Johnny Evans. Steaming forward. Defenders on the back foot. Looks to dink one in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gets it into the middle. And that's been levered clear. And the defence can get it clear. Played into space out wide. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Oh, real chance! Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
He's managed to get that all wrong. Davis. That is terrific skill. Schick. And it's Lafferty. In it, and a header! And it's half-time here. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Northern Ireland head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're already into the second period.
Northern Ireland clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know they scored.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Lafferty. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's hoisted clear. It's anyone's ball. He's gone for it! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
Lafferty. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's got through. Gone out for a throw-in. And he heaves it forward. Forward it goes. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a loose ball. There are a few waiting for it. And he's cut it out. Shapes the shoots. And in it goes. There is the breakthrough. And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
The Czech Republic draw first blood here.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
What a throw in. Brings out once more. The shot's on! Sticks it away! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
There's He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Lafferty pushes it out wide, going through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Towering header! Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Chance to break.
Northern Ireland merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? And that's it. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. Your reflections then, Jim?
Northern Ireland certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. And so, the national anthems. Austria have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else. This team will stick to their plan A, and if it's not working, they'll persist until they get it right.
So it's away we go then. Baumgartlinger with the crossfield ball. And help's available out wide. Big chance! Goal, Austria!
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Austria go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Aimed low and direct. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. And it's Bergstaller. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Plays it out to the wing. There's no flag. Swept in. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries to stroke it through. Arnautovic. Has a pop! Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
And that has to go down as a real opportunity missed. Everything was right until the end.
Towering header! Decent enough try.
Baumgartlinger certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Dinks one in. Bergstaller. He's had a shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Up for the head! This was gone, that's a foul. Battles to win it back. Out to the left it goes. Gets it back. Alaba goes looking. Austria are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Goes for goal! It's there! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
And now they can launch a counter. Crunching tackle. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. The whistle goes for half-time. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway.
Austria clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really shouldn't.
Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Comes as a mighty relief. And Meltovic. He's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, real chance! He's gone for it! He's scored! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Hefty challenge, but fair enough. And now the breakaway. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Arnautovic clips one through, but has a swing at it! He scored! Austria are level! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose folk.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Plays it back. And now the finish! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He just whacks it away. It's being played forward.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still...
No question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He's in! More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's one! In it goes! Into the lead once more!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
So we have a breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
So the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Out again for a throw-in. He's had a look, shot a goal!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Forward it goes. So that's it. It is all over. Austria cannot understand what they've done. From a position of strength, they have contrived to lose. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
A fairly easy choice for me, this one, Aaron Ramsey. What has helped?
Shoots! And he's done it!
That's the start dreams are made of, and that has to give them great confidence for what's to come.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
A 1-0 lead established.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chester. Battles to win it back. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Ledley going through. The referee's awarded a free kick. Vokes. And that's been levered clear. Forward it goes. And the through ball is intercepted. Plays it out to the wing. Taylor tries to get it forward quickly. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Great challenge. And it's Bale, played out to the right. Gorgeous control there. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Drilled in low. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Gets it back. It is a corner. And he just whacks it away. And that's a throw. It's a goal kick. Ashley Williams. It's gone out for a throw-in. Ledley. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Out towards the flank. Ramsey, cut out in the nick of time. Looking to break out here. We hit half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Could move up a gear here. Antonio. Dinks one in. And that has been clubbed away. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Ramsey. Allen with a good steal, well played. Ramsey. Aimed long and direct. Ramsey just brushed off the ball there.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
And it's Bale. Now it's Bale. Vokes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Now the counter. Plays it through. And it's got through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Real chance. Oh, the ball's come loose. Bale. Taylor. Get a throw in. Here it comes.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Bale. Ramsey. Driving on, he could shoot here.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Taylor goes looking.
Wales need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Just the final whistle. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. A very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. And we rise now for the Serbian national anthem. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where Yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Matic must get the nod on this one. He offers both protection and creation by way of great athleticism and an intelligence that makes him look completely assured in the busiest of areas.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Lajic. Ivanovic goes looking. Lajic spreads it towards the left. Brady. And it's long. Arta. Myler. Ward. Myler. Long. That's gone a long way up and away. Gets it back. Coleman. It's a great ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it looks like he did make his move just a smidgen too early.
Milivojevic. Mitrovic. Out to the left it goes. Whose ball? Who's going to get there?
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, it's Lajic. Serbia claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Tadic with the short one. Rukavina gets it into the middle. Over to the left. Tadic gets into the right position to intercept. Milivojevic. Tadic looks to get on the end of this. And it's McLean. Now it's long. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Lajic. Forward it goes. Played out to the right. Tadic hurtling down that right flank. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. McLean. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. And that has been clubbed away. Coleman plays it forward. Cleared without complication. And he heaves it forward. Duffy. Coleman. There is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0 then, and we're back on the way. And it's Mitrovic. He's through the middle. Now, can he cap it? Lynch! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Decent progress down the left. Now it's long. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Ward. Brady. Beautifully done. Serbia are keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard. Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Hendrick. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Mitrovic. Well read, he sorted that out. Hendrick. Chance to break. Clark. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He's gone for goal. Ireland can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolute...
Header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed. Ivanovic. Hoists it high. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Clark. Arta.
It's intriguingly poised for me, and players are thinking, well, should we stay or should we go? I'd like to think fortune favours the brave, and I'm urging them to be bold and go for it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Long. And the referee brings it to a close. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.